I nailed this! Every one of them! I just want, Mom, it was important that I watched all that stuff and remembered it, see? All right, here we go. Silent Bob versus Blockbuster movies. This is me trying to figure out lines from movies. We know each other. He's a friend from work. That is Thor Ragnarok. Chewie, we're home. That is The Force Awakens. Don't the Jedi Master's son. That is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Say hello to my little friend. That is Scarface. Please don't make the super suit green or animated. Deadpool. My precious. That's my mother. No, that it would be Lord of the Rings or one of those Rings pictures. To Infinity and Beyond. That would be, of course, Toy Story. Tell me, do you bleed? You will. That would be Affleck in Batman v Superman. They call it Royale with cheese, Pulp Fiction. Yippee-ki-yay, that is Die Hard. Why So Serious? That is The Dark Knight. No, that is, yes, The Dark Knight. And I Am Your Father's Empire Strikes Back. I nailed this! Every one of them! I just want, Mom, it was important that I watched all that stuff and remembered it, see? There's more, part 2, here we go. Show Me the Money, that would be Jerry Maguire. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. I mean, I don't remember that line. Oh, Batman and Robin. Wow, I was treating it seriously. I forgot that that was not a serious movie. You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat, Jaws, very serious movie. I'll Be Back, once again, Schwarzenegger, Terminator. I See Dead People, Haley Joel Osment, Sixth Sense, I worked with him. I Feel the Need for Speed, Top Gun, getting a sequel very soon. Hasta La Vista Baby, that would of course be Schwarzenegger. In Terminator? Hasta La Vista, no, 2, T2. That was close. I'm King of the World! That was James Cameron when he won his Oscars for Titanic, and that was from Titanic. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. That's Charlton Heston from the original Planet of the Apes. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. The Godfather, The Dude Abides, The Big Lebowski. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Exodus? No, I'm kidding. That's Star Wars. Here's Johnny. That would be The Shining. And Yo, Adrian. That would be Rocky. Come on! I know a lot of useless things. So, oh my God, I'm the right guy for that test. If there's a game show, I could totally win it if that was like the questions. If I could have anybody in my movie for a cameo, I'd pick my dad because he died 15 years ago, so that'd be amazing to pull him out of the grave. I'm like, the power of cinema, my father's alive again. But you know what, my dad would not put asses in seats, so I'd say Jesus. If I could put Jesus in a movie, you know how many Christians are out there? And I'd be like, I have your Lord and Savior. They'd have to go. We'd make so much money. I've seen Jason's more than I've seen my own in this life. So I'm used to it, it's second nature. For me, it's hysterical whenever he does it, particularly because if you look at that scene, he's doing the, the tuck from Silence of the Lambs, he's tucking back. But more importantly, if you look very closely, and it's right at the top of the movie, he shaved his pubes into a heart. Whenever I see the scene, like I know exactly what to look for and stuff like that. It cracks me up and stuff. But it's also a litmus test. Because if people are like, hey man, did he shave a heart into his pubes? Then you're like, you were really looking, weren't you? It is more personal than not. George Carlin, who I absolutely loved, and we worked with him a few times, he had a cameo in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back where essentially his job was to blow a trucker. And he treated it so seriously. He came up to me on set that day and he goes, Kevin, I have a question for you as the author of this piece. I was like, okay. He's going, in the script it says here that, I'm telling these guys, I'm talking about the unwritten book of the road, the rule of the road. Do I believe this? Or am I just saying it's these two idiots? And I was like, I mean, you've given this more thought than I gave the entire script, George. I said, but if I had to guess, I said, when I wrote it, I thought he would be serious about it. He goes, that's what I thought. I agree, man. I'm on the same page. I think he's serious and stuff. I was like, you know, George, you're playing the guy who blows the trucker. You can literally phone this in. You don't have to give it so much thought. And he's like, acting is about performance and truth. I have to convey a truth to the audience. And if I'm gonna convey the truth that like, I'm gonna blow this trucker, I gotta know what this character's thinking. If I'm gonna open my eyes wide and go like that. So I love that cameo. To this day, it's very funny, and I understood it was his favorite cameo or favorite thing he ever shot and stuff. So it means the world to me. My kid and Jay have a scene together where Jay wound up crying in the scene. It wasn't part of the script. She was meant to cry. Like in the script said Millie gets teary-eyed and stuff. Jay wasn't. So I was like, I'm gonna start on Jay, his coverage, and I'll give you time to work up to your tears, I said to Harley. And she was like, I don't need no time. I'm gonna give the same performance off camera that I give on camera because I'm an actress, goddamn. I was like, all right, Meryl, calm down. She's off camera and she's giving full performance, Jay's on camera. And Harley cries off camera in character. And because Jay has known Harley since she came out the chute, he's like tied in with her big time. He got emotional as well, so he started crying. So afterwards, I gave him a big hug. I was like, that was amazing. But I took her side and I was like, in 25 years, I've never gotten a performance out of him like that. Well done, you should consider directing. I'd choose none of them. Are you kidding me? I don't have any vision to be a comic book filmmaker, man. That takes like true talent that I don't have and stuff. But if they forced one on me, I would go with a character called The Question from DC Comics. He's got no face. He puts this putty on his face, releases this gas that like affixes it to his face. So he has this mask that has no eye holes, no ear holes, no nose holes, no mouth holes. Just looks like a featureless human face. That is unsettling. That would look so cool in a movie. And like in terms of being a criminal, if you were committing a crime and you turned around, there was a guy dressed like a bat, you'd be like, ew. If you turned around and you saw a dude with no face, you'd be like, you just take me to hell right now, man, because this is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. You would think, because I'm a stoner, that like free weed would be thrown at you all the time, but most stoners don't want to part with their own weed, you know what I'm saying? And least of all, and they also don't throw things because that's hostile. Stoners are very peaceful people. So I found that like I don't get offered as much free weed as I really hoped and stuff. In 1998, right before we made Dogma, the people at Miramax were like, Alan Rickman came in yesterday and had a general meeting, and all he talked about was Chasing Amy and how he wants to work with the guy that made Chasing Amy. And I was like, are you serious? Alan Rickman's the greatest actor that ever lived. That's how we got him into Dogma and stuff. So technically, a fan experience. Years ago, online, folks made me feel like I was doing too much Jay and Silent Bob. They're like, ew, he's making another movie with Jay and Silent Bob. All he does is make those Jay and Silent Bob type movies. And so, you know, I was young, so I was talked off of it, where I was like, oh, maybe I should stop, I guess. And then I had a heart attack like almost 2 years ago, and now I don't really give what anybody says, so I'm like, oh, I liked making those movies. That was my favorite thing I've ever done, so I want to play with those characters again. I don't give what anybody says. I don't care if nobody comes. I'm making this for me and stuff. So, you know, I felt old after the heart attack. I went up in the attic, pulled down all the old toys, and started playing. I felt young again and stuff. So it was the cure for what ailed me.